My name is David Cotton. I farm near Glastonbury in Somerset. We farm 600 acres with 180 milking cows and 300 young stock. Our average yield is 8,500 litres. We start calving in September and we finish in April. We had to decide what to do with our buildings on this farm. We were running into issues with the fact that one set of buildings were over 40 years old. It was old cubicles where we had dry cows and in-calf heifers, which had rusted out, the cubicles had packed up, and also we'd lost some other buildings that we'd been renting. So consequently we had to decide what to do about our buildings. Our stock numbers are rising and we needed to find a good building that would suit us for the future. So we looked at a steel frame building and we also looked at the Roundhouse. I was thinking what would be the best way forward. Because we're in an NVZ, we didn't want slurry issues, we didn't want dirty water issues, so loose housing was going to be suitable for us. The other good thing about the Roundhouse is that it had a handling system built into it, which I think was probably one of the final decisions that made me go with the Roundhouse. We made the decision to go with the Roundhouse earlier in the summer. We then had to get it through planning, which was done by S&A. There were sticky issues with the planners. They wanted more detail than most planning authorities do, but S&A handled that and got it through planning. So we actually started building in, I think it was October, and we cleared the area, cleared the site and got it ready. The footings were put down and within a week the steel frame was up. So we had the steel frame up by the end of November, and then they came in to fit all the steel work, and after another 2 weeks the whole job was completed. We had animals in here by the 15th of December. It's a very quick process, very impressed. To have the building up in 3 days and have all the fittings done in less than 2 weeks makes it a very quick, easy build. The building is set up for dry cows, bulling heifers and finishing beef. We mainly wanted it for adult cattle for ourselves because we needed somewhere for dry cows to be during their dry period, which is anything up to 35 dry cows in there. You can put about 11 dry cows in a pen and 11 adult beef in a pen. The bulling heifers, we've got about 15 in a pen, and we've also got a half pen that's got a bull in it, which is quite a useful way of keeping the bull as a bull pen, so that's worked very well. I think the animals think the building's fantastic. I come out here at night and walk into the middle and keep an eye on them all, and they're all led down quiet. They don't worry about it at all. If we're handling any animals, you can handle them from one pen to another. They're very, very easy to handle, and I think it's been a great success. The performance of the animals, from what we've seen, they seem to be doing fine, but of course it's too early to tell really. We haven't done a full season yet, and I think what we'll do is that once we've done a full season we'll be able to review it and say, well, what would we change for next year, if anything. I would say that the Roundhouse has been better than my expectations, to be honest. It was one of those things that I looked at it and thought, well, am I taking a risk? It's a new idea. This is number 48 and there aren't that many more than that built. My neighbours wondered what I was doing, and I would say that it's worked out really well. I think, as I say, I'll review it at the end of the season, but certainly I wouldn't make many changes.